This is our value network diagram, and in our value network diagram, we first have the suppliers for the basic parts of our product. These parts include the battery, the casing, the user interface, the mechanical energy recycler, and of course the battery itself. These parts are then sent to the product supplier, which is where the product is assembled, and this is then sent to the retailers. The retailers can then sell the product to the customers either through online or physical means at the customer's discretion. All the while, suppliers can create the modular add-ons for our product, and these can be distributed directly to the retailers, which are then sold to the customers. This model has the cash flowing back through the supply chain, with the money coming from the customer to the retailers, and then to the product supplier, and of course finally coming back to the component supplier.
So these are some of the various questions that came up when talking to our potential customers for our portable electronic storage device. First was how many personal portable devices you use on a daily basis and how many total that you have. Second, what kind of charge they use and how often you have to charge them. Next, how often do they run out when you're using them, and do you not have something to recharge them with on you or with you. Next is a portability question. What size object would you consider carrying around if it would recharge your portable devices, and what amount of money would you pay for that sort of device? The two other main questions we asked were, what type of charging sources would you want besides mechanical energy regeneration, such as solar power or a crank or thermal energy to give it power? And finally, what are the most important features you look for when buying a portable power source for your portable devices? And those were the majority of the questions that we asked our customer.
So based on the feedback from the customer interviews, we decided to design our product with a feature set in mind, specifically features of portability. We want a lot of customers said that they wanted the product to be portable. We designed it with cost, convenience, compatibility, and ease of use. So some of the features from our product sheet that emulate those design criteria are we've included 3 universal serial bus outputs with standard US AC, so the 60 hertz, 120 volts, etc., and also DC output. So that becomes real convenient for the customer because they have so many options. Then we also have a variable voltage selection for convenience and compatibility, and then we also have input ports that use the standard US AC, so you can charge it using many different forms, including standard AC, which we really tried to include that to make our product more compatible, and then simply just easy to use. So we have on our user interface we have a backlight, we have charge history, other charge statistics, remaining charge, average charge life, just general easy indicators that make our product easy to use and cost effective, convenient, portable, and compatible. So, as derived from the answers to our questions in the value network, and as previously stated, the 5 main driving factors we found were portability, cost, convenience, compatibility, and ease of use, where portability is obviously how portable it is, so how much it can be carried around. So size, weight. Cost is obviously how much it costs. Convenience means how it's a measure of how handy the product is. So, for example, our product is very convenient. It can be used anywhere without access to an outlet versus certain power generators may need an outlet to plug into, or certain ones may need certain conditions to work in, etc. Compatibility is what the input and output match up with, and ease of use is how intuitive it is, how easy it is to interface. For example, Mac is lauded for its very intuitive operating system versus Windows XP was significantly more difficult for basic users to use. So we have three main competitors. The biggest competitor is just the portable battery market. A simple portable battery, you charge it at home, you bring it with you, and you can charge your devices off of it. As compared to our product, ours is much more convenient. You don't need an outlet to charge it ever. You just bring it with you, simply walking around charges it. So convenience is our main selling point there. It should be about the same, or maybe slightly easier to use if we improve upon the user interface at all. But that won't be a big difference. Ours is a little less portable, given the nature of the mechanical energy system. It'll be a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger than most portable batteries on the market. But it'll have the same basic compatibility features, so those will be about the same. However, ours will probably cost more, given the cost of building the mechanical energy recapture system. That's our main competitor, and as you can see, convenience is the main selling point, with the main trade-off being cost, which is what consumers pay for. Cost, willing to pay more for more convenience. The two other and slightly more marginal competitors we found were a hand crank that you literally crank with your hand to generate power, and you plug it into your personal devices, and a solar power one that does the same thing. The hand crank is equally convenient. It's all around about the same, with slight variations, as you can see. It's equally convenient, which is our main selling point over the portable batteries, our main competitor, but we still stand out as ease of use, as you don't have to stand there and crank it and crank it and crank it and crank it. And then over the solar generator, they're mostly about the same, with ours being a little more intuitive for ease of use, but our convenience is much higher than the solar one. Ours works in any setting versus the solar one. Only, you have to be still. You have to lay it out so that it's still, so you can't move around while you're doing it, which is limits situations. Can't be cloudy or rainy, limits situations, etc., etc. So thus we have a significant advantage over all of our competitors.